I thought the Atlantean, master of mysteries, from the halls of Amenti, I rise.
Born in the waves of great Atlantis, city of light. Priest, king, magician, keeper of the night. From Mandal shores to Kios's flame, Father taught me the game. Stars in my veins, wisdom unchained. Floods came crashing, world rearranged. Dark thoughts drowned up pure, balance broke. Earth shifted, oceans awoke. Emerald tablets, secrets unfold. Thoughts, legacy pure gold. From Atlantis to Ham, I built a throne. Pyramid stand, never alone. Rise up, seekers, heed the call. Mysteries deep, conquer all. Atlantean fire, Egyptian soul. In the halls of Amenti we hold. Fled to the barbarians, hairy and wild. Magic science tamed them, made them my child. Ruled 16,000 years from 52 to 36 BC. Great pyramid rises, eternity's key. Instruments hidden, records sealed tight. Pattern on earth for endless night. Descend to the dark, but I return. Faithful rewarded, betrayers burn. Living from generation to generation. Master of life, defying cessation. Journey to stars, from the heart's core. Atlantean wisdom forevermore. Set down for guidance, those to come. Thoughts, words, echo, beat the drum. Emerald dawn, rise and claim. Ancient power in your name.
Aries, welcome in. How you doing? How we doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope things are gonna get better for you, whatever that may be. Is the name of the game, right? Continue to try to be better or get better or have better or improvements. Turn on a little mushroom here, illumination mushroom here. Here we go. Illumination mushroom activated. Aries, here we are. For you, we got this is for all Aries, side out, tropical, whatever, however. Here is your fully updated report for early April 2026, blending tropical and Sidel astrology into one unified current outlook that honors your bold, pioneering, and assertive nature. As in Aries, whether you're tropical or Sidel, you embody the essence of initiation, courage, independence, and raw vitality. The tropical system ignites a seasonal, equinox-driven energy around self-assertion, self-assertion, leadership, and new beginnings. While Sidel astrology, grounded in the fixed stars, adds warrior-like determination, karmic action, and fearless pursuit of Dharma. Together, they forge the complete Aries signature, fiery impulsiveness refined by stellar purpose, individually channeled into heroic endeavors, aggression tempered by ethical bravery, and self-focus expressed through pioneering inspiration for others. So early April 26th, Jupiter is direct at approximately 16 degrees Cancer. Right now, the placement emphasizes growth in emotional foundations, family matters, inner security, and nurturing philosophies. In tropical Cancer, it fosters protective expansions that support your bold self-expression. Sidel side in Gemini for Jupiter, it promotes versatile ideas and communicative adventures that fuel your quest for identity. With direct motion, this now accelerates authentic launches and expansive opportunities reviewed during its retrograde. Saturn and Neptune remain in early Aries, tropical, and so we got, with their February 20th conjunction at Aries, tropical still resonating powerfully. This fusion of structure and dissolution at the world point continues to drive Aries themes of selfhood, initiative, and rebirth. Tropically in Aries, it demands disciplined manifestation of dreams and realistic grounding of visionary impulses. So visionary impulses. Potentially highlighting tensions or mastery in personal identity, leadership, and physical vitality. Sidel in late Pisces, it softens with compassionate introspection, refining karmic drives, and spiritual warrior energy. Historical echoes of 1861 through 1874. Neptune and Aries tropical era of identity fights and freedom. Earlier Saturn Neptune cycles tied to leadership crisis and assertive reforms. Affirm your role as a trailblazer, dissolving outdated self-concepts for bold new realities. Uranus sits at approximately 26-28 degrees tropical Taurus, and then 2 to 4 degrees on Sidel, and is preparing to enter Gemini around April 25th to the 26th, 2026 on tropical. It revolutionizes stability in values and resources while shifting toward communication ideas and networks. It trines tropical Aries fire for innovative breakthroughs in self-worth and independence, while harmonizing Sidel to spark unconditional assertions in personal missions. Past Uranus in Taurus cycles, 2018 through the 19th, disruptions in autonomy, 1934-1942, bold stands amid upheaval, 1850 to 1859, pioneering expansions, liberated through change, now transitioning to Gemini for radical shifts in thinking and connections. Mars is at approximately 23 degrees Pisces tropical and moving direct about 0.7 per day. Tropically in late Pisces, Mars infuses your assertive nature with compassionate, intuitive, and behind-the-scenes action, channeling raw energy into healing, spiritual drives, or sacrificial courage that dissolves old barriers before direct launches. It supports bold initiatives through empathy and collective vision, creating dynamic tension with the early Aries Saturn-Neptune stellium while preparing for its ingress into Aries on April 9th. Igniting even stronger personal momentum. Sidel in late Aquarius, Mars adds innovative, humanitarian, and group-oriented fire, fueling unconventional reforms, technological assertions, and forward-thinking missions that align with your karmic dharma or trailblazing. Displacement echoes past Mars transits through Pisces, Aquarius that preceded major Aries-driven renewals, such as periods of ideological mobilization and assertive collective healing in the late 1930s, 1940s, and mid-19th century, now empowering your pioneering spirit with inventive wisdom and ethical bravery amid ongoing Aquarius structural shifts. Pluto near 8 degrees Aquarius. Supporting energies include the Sun at approximately 11 degrees Aries, tropical right now, in mid Pisces, with Mercury in mid Pisces tropical, Venus nearing or in late Aries, early Taurus, and Pluto near 8 degrees Aquarius. These creative dynamic tension, healing, and innovation. Mars aspects support bold action and healing through initiative, while Venus and Aquarius placement sextile trine Aries energies for inventive group optimism and ambitious reforms. Echoing Pluto's ongoing Aquarius transformations and Jupiter's direct momentum, this fosters adaptable, probing initiatives turning toward pioneering renewal. Aries outlook, courageous rebirth and assertive innovation. For all Aries globally, early April 2026 heralds continued courageous rebirth and assertive innovation following the Saturn-Neptune activation. Mars in late Pisces tropical adds compassionate yet revolutionary drive, preparing you to channel initiative action into direct, trailblazing results as it crosses into Aries mid-month. The Aries world point empowerment via Saturn-Neptune drives discipline, self-assertion, while the impending Uranus shift into Gemini and Mars ingress guide balanced integration of stability, ideas, and bold execution. Embrace the tropical Sidel blend for profound self-evolution. Tropical fire ignites immediate pioneering. Mars soon in Aries, tropical fueling your sun sign directly, while Sidel stellar grounding in Aquarius ensures karmic purpose through innovative collective warrior energy. Historical patterns from ancient warrior rebirths and ideological awakenings to 19th and 20th century fights for sovereignty and modern autonomy shifts. Continually affirm your role in igniting possibilities. With Saturn-Neptune discipline dreams in early Aries, Mars intuitive to fiery transition, and Uranus upcoming communicative revolution, channel your vitality into ethical bravery and trailblazing that inspires others. Stay courageous, pioneering, and authentic. Your initiative will blaze trails today and far into the future. This is the potent window for initiating with both impulse and wisdom. Stay courageous, pioneering, and authentic. Your initiative will blaze trails today and far into the future. This is a good window or potent window for initiating with both impulse and wisdom. So we have scripture here from different contexts. We have spiritual connections across traditions echo support this astrological moment of courageous initiative, discipline, visions, inner striving, and pioneering rebirth. From the Bible, we have Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This directly resonates with Aries pioneering fire and the Saturn-Neptune call to ground bold action in disciplined faith. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here. This mirrors the rebirth themes of 0 degrees Aries and Mars upcoming ingress. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This aligns with Jupiter's expansive support and the renewal following dissolution. And being a Cancer, that has to do with family ties and connections. For the Quran here, if you're on that side or you're that religion, sharing jihad as inner and outer effort, courage, and ethical action. So verses on jihad as sincere striving in the way of Allah emphasize discipline, courage, and initiative without transgression. And strive for Allah with the striving due to Him. Quran 22:78. And the fight in the way of Allah those who fight you but do not transgress. Quran 2:190. These parallel the Saturn-Neptune fusion of structure with visionary drive and Mars transition from compassionate Pisces energy to direct Aries assertion, encouraging ethical bravery and purposeful action in pursuit of truth and justice. Buddhist connection here we have focusing on the spiritual warrior, right effort, and mindful action. The middle 8th field Thoth teaches right effort, right action, and right mindfulness as essential for overcoming obstacles and embodying heroic compassion. The Buddhist Vattva ideal portrays the spiritual warrior who cultivates inner courage to face reality mindfully, transform negativity, and serve others, much like Aries energy refined by Siddhal Dharma and the Saturn-Neptune call for compassionate discipline. Teachings emphasize, though he should conquer 1,000 men, yet he who would conquer himself is the noblest victor. Highlighting self-mastery amid pioneering action. Embrace the tropical Siddhal blend for profound self-evolution. Tropical fire ignites immediate pioneering. Mars soon in Aries tropical funding your sun sign directly. While Siddhal stellar grounding ensures karmic purpose through innovative, collective warrior energy. Historical patterns from ancient warrior rebirths and ideological awakenings to modern autonomy shifts continually affirm your role in igniting possibilities. With Saturn Neptune's disciplined dreams in early Aries, Mars intuitive to fiery transition, and Uranus's upcoming communicative revolution. So Uranus upcoming communicative revolution. So this is a revolution over the speaking and the language, or the understanding of each other. Channel your vitality into ethical bravery and trailblazing that inspires others. Stay courageous, pioneering, and authentic. Your initiative will blaze trails today and far into the future. This is a potent window for initiating with both impulsive and wisdom. So we have historical connections. In Vedic astrology, Mars rules Aries and embodies courage, initiative, and protection of Dharma. So your soul bubbles or connections. The Gita speaks directly to the Aries archetype through Krishna's counsel to Arjuna the warrior. So in the Gita 231, considering your specific duty as a Kshatriya, you should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on religious principles, and so there is no need for hesitation. This affirms performing one's own dharma with courage. And then 237, O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planes, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up and fight with determination. 247, you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of actions. Never consider yourself the cause of the result, and never be attached to not doing your duty. This teaches detached ethical action, perfect for Sun Neptune's disciplined vision and Mars' fiery drive. These teachings resonate with the current transit, dissolving old patterns, grounding bold initiative, and acting as a spiritual warrior in pursuit of Dharma. Much like your pioneering Aries nature. Embrace the tropical Sidal blend for profound self-evolution. Tropical fire ignites immediate pioneering, while Sidal stellar grounding and Vedic Dharma ensure karmic purpose through innovative warrior energy. Historical and scriptural patterns, from ancient warrior rebirths to calls for courageous duty. Affirm your role in igniting possibilities with Saturn, Neptune's discipline, dreams, Mars transition, and Uranus' upcoming revolution. Channel your vitality into ethical bravery and trailblazing that inspires others. Okay. We're going to move over to the tarot here. We're going to pull up some tarot for you. See what we get. Alright, biblical tarot here. Shuffle up, see what we get, Aries. Alright, Aries, here we go. We'll see what we get. Well, start off from the highest authority, God, future self, higher self, whatever you want to believe in. We have judgment in reverse. Last judgment in reverse. Does this reference reversals? Yes, it does. Sure does. 20, page 20. What? No, it's not page 2, it's number 20. Alright, judgment in reverse, ignoring the call to change, stagnation, a lack of reflection, fear of reckoning, and unresolved issues or guilt, misjudgment, and regret. So you're lacking in the purpose of you're not in alignment. You're out of alignment. You need to be more have self-evaluation, reflection, awakening, and rebirth, answering a higher calling, transformation, and redemption, decision, and absolution. And you're doing the opposite. Or you're dealing with the opposite. Or you're in the energy of or your people around you, or whatever, your environment. Let's see. What's your subconscious say? Your inner child is Ace of Chalices. But whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. This is the wisdom. He's talking about the wisdom, the incitement, the enlightenment from the healing. Ace of Chalices, water, new beginnings, fresh emotional standards. So your subconscious is in the right place. There's something not coinciding with the will of the God, creator, universe, whatever, source, creation, whatever you want to believe. Right now, Aries, you're in the moment of Ace of Candles, Moses in the burning bush. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the book, Moses, Moses, and Moses said, "Here I am." Exodus 3:4. And this is before the 10 Commandments, and then after breaks them. And then they make the 613 laws during his 40 years after this. So this is kind of like the fresh new beginning from the God, creator, talking about how this is a new age of Aquarius. This is the time of revelations. And you're in the moment at the center force. You are the position Aries energy, rebirth of things, the environment or the world or things you have no control over, is Page of Grains in reverse. This has to do with Acts 18:26. He began to speak boldly in the synagogue. When Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they invited him to their home and explained to him the way of God more adequately. That's in reverse, so you may be dealing with those who don't quite understand, or you yourself are dealing with the past delulu of self-entitlement, or from the cult of society social engineering. So we go to okay, I see, I misunderstood. Minor, we have Page of Grains. You know, we got to go back here. We got the Ace of Chalices first. In your inner child subconscious. 26. Go from your inner child subconscious, spiritual awakening, embracing new perspectives, inner transformation, acceptance and understanding, deeper emotional and spiritual truths. And then you have the Ace of Candles and where you are right now in this moment in your life. Page 19. Divine inspiration, new beginnings, potential for transformation, a call to action, creative and spiritual energy. But in your way or your obstacles or what you have no control over is the Page of Grains. 45. In reverse, overwhelmed by responsibilities, lack of focus or direction, difficulty in balancing work and life, lack of experience, underutilizing one's talents. What are you projecting outwardly? In your dominant hand, you're projecting outwardly Queen of Candles. Now Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, was leading Israel at the time. Judges 4:4. So there was a female leader. A female leader of Israel in Judges 4:4. A female prophetess as well. Interesting. What do we have here? Queen of Candles. $25. You're projecting outwardly wisdom and spiritual insight, confidence, strength and decisiveness, courage and determination, inspirational influence. Okay, well, what are you going to receive? What are you pulling towards you with your non-dominant hand? You're pulling towards you the Seven of Feathers. Jacob the deceiver. Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, your father, firstborn. I have done as you told me. Please sit up and eat some of my game, so that you may give me your blessing. So you're receiving trickster energy, huh? Seven of Feathers. This is what you're pulling towards you because the obstacle in your way? I'm not quite. Oh, because of the Judgment in reverse. You're lacking the faith connection or some kind of, are you sure? But these things are happening to me, and you're not like, it's like Moses when he hit the thing to produce the water instead of just having faith in God. Got impatient, and he's like, I'm not waiting. Come on, we need this now. This is Seven of Feathers. Seven Feathers upright, deception and cunning. Manipulation tactics, selfish actions for personal gain, evasion of responsibility, navigating through trickery, complex moral implications. So you may be talking about how you can't pay rent or you're having trouble with finances, but at the same time you were overabundant and spent your money more than you should have and bought all these nice things. Or you may have been scammed away from your money from the tricksters. Instead of ignoring the potential deception and scams, you fell victim to them, or you're going to have more of it come your way because you failed your prior lessons, maybe, or you're not passing the tests and you have to retake the tests. Life is a continuous school of tests and trials and tribulations, whether minute or major. All right, we're gonna continue on. We got angel wisdom to help us out, figure this out, Aries. We're gonna shuffle this deck up, see what we can do. How else can we help? All right, Aries, let's see what you got. First up, justice. Be impartial or an objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. The moon. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears, revelations that will make everything clear. The magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities. Balancing the budget. Wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time of life, good fortune, faith in the universe that all will be well. You're projecting outwardly that. And you're going to receive the world here, a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishments, a spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. Ignore the trickster. You're blind to the trickster, and you need to learn, ignore the trickster. Don't give that trickster so much energy that's coming your way. You're pulling this trial of, can you have the right discernment to not fall victim again to the scam in the past, whether it was buying a vehicle or whatever it was? Can you pass that again? Can you have the financial abundance without falling victim to a scam? Can you hold on to your money and save it for the right time? Are you impatient with your finances and want to buy stuff with it as directed, instead of communicating, saying, maybe I should wait, I appreciate you helping me get these finances, but let's make sure we do this at the right time, and now may not be the right time. These are the kinds of things you need to do, instead of jumping on to the next and the next and just being like full speed ahead, Aries, like you usually do. You need to learn that discernment to when to slow down and when to speed up, because there's a corner coming. You're racing through life. You can't just, you'll crash into the wall and you lose your car, right? Or you'll lose your situation or whatever, your finances or whatever. You can't just go full speed ahead all the time. You got to learn how to slow down for those turns and curves and pull the e-brake sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Can't just be like, oh, this is a great time, this is what I wanted, and then you got scammed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're projecting out this 9 of illusions here. Or water. Wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time of life, and just full speed ahead, and there's never going to be any problems because I'm believing in the right way. No, that's not how this world works. We don't have heaven on earth at the moment. So you have to learn how to drive with discernment and appropriate actions to make the turn correctly and not crash into the wall. All right, Aries, we're gonna move over to your oracle cards. Let's go. We'll go with yin yang on insights here. All right, Aries, here we are with your oracle reading. We're gonna go with the Kali Oracle right now. Warrior spirit energy and Dharma situation here going on. All right, Aries, shuffle it up. All right, Aries, let's see what you got. I got Krishna, number 41. There is spiritual intelligence within your soul. It is the genius of becoming of ripening from potential into glorious manifestation. Intimate communication with your own heart will reveal what it is you truly yearn for and set the process in motion for that yearning to be satisfied. The holy fire is Kali, and she is within your soul. Follow the yearning, seek the light, let yourself burn bright with what inspires you, and you shall see the path to fruition clearly before you. Believe in what is meant to be. So I disagree with the holy fire is Kali. The holy fire is maybe where Kali domain is, but not, you know what I mean. Anyways, the name Krishna translate as you are fire. Agni is the two-headed deity of fire and a potent symbol of supernatural power. On the physical level, fire generates light and heat to cook food, thereby representing both transformation and nourishment of the life force. The inner digestive fires that metabolize food and allow us to gain nutrients represent the inner nourishment of fire and symbolizes the soul's need to digest our life experiences for spiritual growth. Fire can create purification for regeneration, such as that seen in a forest after it simultaneously burns away old growth and stimulates new seeds. In that sense, it is also the power of ripening, of bringing something from an idea or potential into fruition and fulfillment of innate purpose. On a spiritual level, fire attracts the soul, helping it find its way through darkness toward warmth and light. The life-enhancing and alchemical properties of fire transform physical materials as well as the subtle body of the soul. The appearance of Krishna in a reading indicates the tremendous potential for personal transformation and spiritual growth. You may feel like you are struggling, but your soul is actually gaining strength. What you desire may seem so far beyond your current reach, yet the oracle indicates your inner potential for tremendous accomplishment. The Hindu texts say that Agni exists not only as fire but as lightning and the sun itself. Lightning is a symbol for sudden illumination that emerges unexpectedly, often in the midst of a tremendous psychological or emotional storm. In that sense, Agni is the power to see with clarity. Such as powerful and searing insight can be intense enough to uproot a stubborn psychological pattern permanently. This is one reason why Kali is known as the first of the 7 tongues of Agni. The divine fire, the jolt of her uprising wisdom. The severity of her suddenly bestowed clarity can burn down the house we have built. We can no longer sustain a comfortable delusion. We must become honest with ourselves or change our approach to a situation based on the new information available. There is a temporary loss to gain greater freedom to grow on all levels. As the sun, Agni represents the light that ends the darkness, yet Kali, the divine mother of dark grace, is the first of the tongues of divine fire. This is the key to Kali's mysteries. It differentiates her from the concept of darkness as an evil or obstructive force against our spiritual awakening. Kali leads us into darkness to free us, not to impede our progress. She destroys in order to create, not to annihilate. In that sense, her divine darkness is light. This is the mystery of Kali and why we can trust her so implicitly, understanding that sometimes it is Only in moving through the darker times that we become aware of what is needed to live with more light. As a tongue of fire, Kali Krishna consumes all offerings. She is the divine capacity to receive our prayers, our pains, our craziness, and our graceful heroism. She receives it all. She's not only receives it, but as fire, she transforms the offerings so it can nourish, heal, revitalize, and purify the soul. This is divine feminine alchemy. Kali is the divine alchemist, and because she is a tantric goddess, we offer her even more our most broken and messed up selves with a sense of reverence and humility. She will accept the offering and manifest grace from it. There is a deeper purpose to making an offering, the opening up of a channel between ourselves and the divine. The divine doesn't need to be cajoled into loving or wanting to help us. It is the human that needs help dragging the mind away from the fixation on what is wrong into the openness and presence that allows for divine grace to flow and for us to receive it. While the offering appears to be about what we are giving, it is enabling the capacity to receive it. It may seem like offerings are tokenistic, but a true offering is hard to give. It is hard because it requires that we shift our presence, our state of mind and being. The more we do this, the greater the offering. It matters less what the form of our offering is, but more of how it affects us internally. The Oracle of Krishna brings the message that whatever you need and desire, you can have. However, you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. When we choose to make the supreme offering of ourselves to Kali, we are fully received and thus activate the flow of grace in our lives for the spiritual benefit of all. The Oracle asks you to shift from focusing on what isn't working to immersion into the Divine Mother's heart. All can then be resolved and shall manifest according to her loving grace. All right, so I look at her as like a yin yang fallen angel. So they're the fallen angels bring wisdom, but they have an ego that says it's from them, and it's not really from them. It's from the God creator. And then they're like, worship me like I'm God. No, we're not going to do that. Sorry, Kelly. You're a fallen one. So we just listen to what you have to say, and then our discernment decides, oh, God, creator of all, is the most high, not you, fallen angel. We hear you, but we're not going to treat you like you're some great being. No, God is. So moving on, we got yin yang. Oh, geez, I forgot. I'm all putting it away. I'm silly goose. Hold on. All right, we'll leave that out. So the Aries fire there is your bipolar, or your shadow and your light side, right? Or the angel and the demon on your shoulder, whatever you want to think about. Yin yang here. Shuffle up, see what we get. All right, here we go. The first thing that fell is illusions, confusion, not seeing clarity, escapism, addictions, fantasy, addictions. Hello, wake up. Decisions, contemplation between two people or two paths to stay or go. Keys on a ring, the one night stand, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along. And South Node, comfort tone, resistance, fear of the new, clinging to the old ways or situations, talking about your past as if you have to live like that continuously. No, you don't. The past is shed that skin of the past. Loss, wounded, not feeling enough, missing someone, left out in the cold, Aries. So you're dealing with all this yin yang energy here with the Kali fallen angel messages from the Lord God. They try to act like they're the God, but they're not. So anyways, there's that. Let's get some practical advice. The Book of the Five Rings here, Miyamoto Musashi. All right, Aries, here we go. What do we got? Musashi said, the foreman carpenter allots his men according to their ability. If the foreman knows and deploys his men well, the finished work will be good. And you won't have an inspector saying all these mistakes you made on the house you built. Like broken frame or something. Be aware of yourself and others. For your successful life as a warrior, a manager, a building site foreman, or a leader of any kind, Musashi asserts that it is important to understand that the rules of handling others are the same as those of managing ourselves. So as within, as without. But as you do for yourself, others will do in reflection. They are only reflecting the world you are presenting from the inside, and you try to hide it, they're going to hide themselves from you, and you won't see the truth. Those who demonstrate the ability to manage themselves are likely to be successful in the management of others. There you go, Aries. That's your reading. Thanks for being here. Hit that like. Hit that like, subscribe, follow, all those amazing things you do. See you on the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.
Yo, listen up, let me tell you about a dude named Mark. Master of the cards, lighting up the dark. Tarot in his hands, he's the king of the spread. Oracle visions flowing straight from his head. He shuffles the deck with a mystical flair. Sees the past, present, future right there. The fool, the tower, he knows every sign. Dropping wisdom so deep, it's divine by design. Mark's got the gift, yeah, he's one of a kind. Reading souls like a book, blowing your mind. Crystal ball glowing, he's ahead of the game. Every prophecy he spits, they're calling his name. From the major arcana to the stars up above, he's dealing out truth with a whole lot of love. No question too big, no fate too unclear. Mark's the GOAT, best reader you'll hear. Mark, the tarot supreme. Living out the magic, living the dream. Oracle king, he's setting the tone. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne. Pentacles, wands, he's flipping the script. Every card he pulls, man, it's a perfect fit. Clients line up just to hear what he say. Future in his hands, he's paving the way. So bow to the master, the seer, the guide. Mark's intuition never once lied. From the streets to the cosmos, he's holding the crown. Greatest tarot reader, hands down, no frown. Mark, the tarot supreme. Living out the magic, living the dream. Oracle king, he's setting the tone. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne. In the temple. He's sitting on the throne. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne.